Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to tell you all about CPSS, that is Computerized Pilot Selection System. Computerized Pilot Selection System is a test conducted by the Indian Air Force to induct fighter pilots into the Indian Air Force. CPSS test is a two-part test. The first part where you have to give tests on computer, and the second part is you will be made to sit in a cockpit, sit in a simulated cockpit, and you will be made to play various games which test your psychomotor skills. In this video I am going to tell you all about the first part of the CPSS test. In the first part of the CPSS test, you will be made to sit in front of a computer and give 7 tests. In the beginning, you will be shown videos about several instruments that are used in the aircraft, such as magnetic compass, attitude indicator, altimeter, and airspeed indicator, and so on. Today in this video, I am going to tell you how to read all these instruments and judge the position of the aircraft, how the aircraft will be positioned in mid-air when the different instruments are showing various readings. So let's get into business. So let's get started. The instruments used in CPSS test, that is the first test of the CPSS, are magnetic compass, airspeed indicator, altimeter, attitude indicator, vertical speed indicator, and turn coordinator. We'll get into the details of these instruments one by one. So let's see the first instrument, that is the you can see here it is the magnetic compass. The magnetic compass has divisions north, east, south, and west, and in between them you can see middle divisions, that is northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and even in between those, as you can see, that is north of northeast, east of northeast, south of southeast, east of southeast, west of northwest, north of northwest. Now let's see what will be the position of the aircraft when the compass is pointing at different directions. When the compass is pointing at north direction, the front part of the aircraft will be facing into the computer, that is it is forward. As you can see the back part of the aircraft, you cannot see the front part of the aircraft, so it is facing in north direction. Next, let us see how will the aircraft be facing when the compass is pointing towards west direction. Since the compass is pointing towards west direction here, the aircraft is also pointing towards west. Now let's see next, that is the south. If the aircraft is in south direction, the front part of the aircraft will be visible to you. The compass is pointing towards south here and the front part of the aircraft is visible to you. You cannot see the back part of the aircraft. It means that the aircraft is traveling in southern direction. Next, if the compass is pointing towards east, it means that the aircraft is traveling in eastern direction. So you can see the compass, either the aircraft here is pointing towards east direction. It means that the aircraft is traveling in east direction. This is the end of the compass. So the next instrument that we are going to see is airspeed indicator. You can also call it as speedometer. The reason why this is called airspeed indicator is because it measures the speed of the aircraft with the help of pressure, that is the air pressure. By calculating the difference between the static air pressure and the current air pressure, it calculates the speed of the aircraft. That's the reason why this is called as airspeed indicator. You can see this instrument can be used like any other speedometer on your vehicles like car or by motorbike. There are divisions. The speed ranges from 0 to 1000 kilometers. I think this won't be difficult for you to judge. Let's move on to the next one, that is altimeter. Altimeter is used to measure the height of the aircraft. It means the height of the aircraft from the sea level. At what position is the aircraft in the sky? At what distance from the ground is the aircraft in the sky? As you can see, the altimeter here has 3 needles. All the 3 needles pointing at higher levels of feet. That is the first needle, the biggest among them, the biggest needle points up to 100 feet. Then the second one, it points from 100 2, 200, 300, 400 until it shows about 10,000. And the bigger one, that is this one, shows the height from 100, 10,000. It shows about 10,000. It means that if your aircraft moves 10,000 feet, the one with this inverted funnel like thing here will move from 0 to 1. If it moves 20,000 feet, it will move from 1 to 2. And the middle one and the smaller one, as you can see here, if it moves from 0 to 1000 feet, it will move 1. And if it moves from 0 to 2000 feet, it will move to 2. So this is altimeter. The fourth instrument that I am going to show you today is the attitude indicator. The attitude indicator helps us to identify how the plane is oriented in the sky, either whether the plane is going upward or the plane is going downward, or the plane is slanting to one side, to the left or to the right. As you can see here, the orange line is in line with the horizon. The white line here is called the horizon. Since the orange line is in line with the horizon, it means that the plane is flat. It means that the plane is neither bent towards left or towards right, or it is neither going up nor coming down. This means that the plane is in level with the ground. Let us see other situations also. This means that the plane is going upward. The fighter aircraft is going upward, because as you can see here, the orange line of the aircraft is much above the horizon line. It means that the plane is going upward. As you can see, the image of the plane when it is going upward is like this. Let's see other situations too. The plane going downward or descending. You can see here the orange line is much below the horizon. It means that the plane is descending. It means that the plane is going downward. Then let's see banking onto left and banking onto right. If the plane is making an angle, if the plane is bent towards left, then it is called banking onto left. It means that the plane is traveling a slightly bent, but still, as you can see, the orange dot here is on line with the horizon. It means that the plane is neither climbing up nor going down, but it is traveling in level to the ground, but just it is little bit slant to left. You'll also see situations where the plane will be uh, going upward, where the plane will be climbing as well as banking to left, where the plane will be climbing as well as banking to right, or where the plane will be descending while banking to left or right. The next is banking onto right. You can see here the plane is, the triangle here is making, is slightly turned towards right from the white. It means that the plane is banking onto right.